I'm going to share some introductory etiquette tips for those who might not be familiar with formal etiquette dining and how one should behave when at the formal dining setting, particularly in British or Western settings. Firstly, we need to think about our elbows. Don't stick them out, as typically you'll end up interfering with the guest next to you. So as you eat, keep your elbows tucked into your body, as this is a polite way to do it. Secondly, with the elbows, we never rest them onto the table. This is considered rather rude in formal dining, so never have your elbows on the table. Instead, your arms can rest onto the side of the table, either side of the plate, or of course neatly into your lap. The reason we don't put our elbows on the table is that because in the medieval times, the tables were unstable, and if too many people put their elbows onto the table would actually collapse. Nowadays, of course, we have more secure and stable tables. However, the principle and common etiquette still remains. It also affects your digestion because by putting your elbows onto the table, you typically collapse and compress the stomach. So it's better for you not to put your elbows on the table, as it aids with digestion. Leading on from this is your posture at the table. By slouching in the chair, again we compress our stomach. So wherever possible, I recommend sitting to the front section of the chair with your feet grounded on the floor. Crossing your legs is never advised, as again it's not great for the hip stability and back position. Instead, feet flat or crossed at the ankles if you prefer. Of course, we have a backrest, so if you do have to use it for any postural aspects, or because it's particularly a long dinner and you want to relax at some point, then of course, by all means, use the back of the chair. But if you're going to, slide back to the back of the chair so that you're remaining as upright as possible and not compressing your stomach. My next tip is to keep your air to a minimum. Now, by that I mean no burping, no farting, no shouting. Try to keep bodily functions to a minimum, or at least step away and go to the bathroom to do what you need to do. So wherever possible, remain polite in your dining experience. You should also learn about napkin etiquette, where to place the napkin, where to leave it if you need to step away from the table, and I've done a video on napkin etiquette on my etiquette playlist. Be respectful to cultural etiquette. If in doubt and you're at a private dining function, follow the host, as they will be setting the tone and the general etiquette for the dining experience. Be respectful to your diners around you, have polite conversation, and if the conversation starts to get heated, perhaps onto a topic which becomes slightly uncomfortable, try to navigate away from this conversation. You want to respect people's opinions and try to have a lovely, polite evening. So having a big row with someone isn't necessarily advisable. When you're having conversation at the dinner table, think about the people next to you, but also think about the people opposite you, as this will allow you to have excellent conversation and be fully inclusive with those around you. I hope these beginner tips help. If you've got any questions at all, I'd love to know. Just comment below.